Hello, 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 hello. I finally got streaming to work here at this location where I am currently. So, this is meant to be a introductory stream for people who are not familiar with FTL. I will be taking my time going through explaining mechanics as I see them because I've been playing this game a bunch more lately, and I've got a few friends who don't know much about it who I'd like to be able to talk about it with and who seem curious. So, I will wait. But this is FTL. Our next game is now available. I think this was like 2015, 2016 that they released it. Let me check. Oh wow, that came out in 2018. Huh, okay. Give me a moment. Waiting for somebody else who said they could pop in to pop in. This game's music is fantastic. It's really good. It's really, 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 really good. Now we are waiting for a moment. Can people hear my voice? Can hear my voice wave once. Come on. Come on, buddy. You almost here? Come on. I'm just waiting for a second. Give me a moment. Sorry for the one person who's here already. Okay, he's gonna be late, so let's go. Okay, let's get going. So, in FTL, you are controlling a crew in a ship with a variety of weapons, systems, and abilities available to you, and your goal is to get to the end of the game, of the run, and defeat the Rebel flagship, which is the boss. Now, the game does have a... I'm not going to say it has no story, because it actually has a relatively interesting kind of, like, lore background-ish, but it's extremely light on anything approaching delivery. But you can actually piece together a fair bit of some reasonably interesting stuff from the background. So the pretty short version is that a united federation of like planets and races that was kind of an egalitarian democracy thing has fallen prey to a rebellion by a group of human supremacists. And your goal is to essentially deliver data on the weaknesses of the Rebel flagship, which is their biggest ship, obviously, so that the Federation can destroy it and have a chance of defeating the Rebels. In the process, you need to get to the end of multiple space sectors and try not to die horribly, either by getting your ship blown up or losing all your crew, or any of your crew, let's be honest. So this is the Kestrel, which is the default ship. You can rename the ship, you can rename the crew. There's a variety of species that have different abilities. The only advantage humans get is that their skills improve slightly faster, which I think is annoying. I think they could use an interesting skill, but there's a wide variety of ships. I recently unlocked the Slug Cruiser Type A, and this is the last one that I haven't unlocked yet, called the Crystal Cruiser, which can only be unlocked by completing a secret quest involving either the Rock Cruiser or a special item that you can find with other ships, or can be done by beating beating the final boss with the layout type A and B of every other ship. And by layout type, I mean each ship has at least 2 possible layouts of alternate starting setups you can have, which also include alternate ways that they are arranged. So, you following that? So, just waiting for confirmation that this has been heard. Okay, cool. That has been heard. So, I am going to be going forward with the Rock Cruiser, and I'm going to be going with the layout type C. So, because this has you start with the Crystal's crew member, which lets you skip some of the steps needed to unlock the Crystal crew. So, the Rock Cruiser, the Rock are a species of aliens that, non-humans, I guess, that have some particular abilities. They have 50% increased maximum health from the baseline of 100, which most species have. They don't take any damage from fire, so any fires that erupt in rooms, which I will explain as we encounter it, or hopefully if we don't encounter it, will not deal damage to them, but they move at half speed. The rock ships come with a augment, which is basically an upgrade to your ship called rock plating, which means that you have a 15% chance of not taking any health damage, aka hull damage, to your ship when you get hit by something, but systems will still be damaged, which means they will require repair, but it means that you won't lose health. 15% chance to not lose health. And I'll explain what that is once we get to it. So I am going to rename this one Friends, and I will make Saigon Man the pilot. I will make Axel the engineer, and I will make Ulrika the weapons gunner. So having a crew member at a system that can be manned increases its efficacy by a particular percent and increases their skill in it whenever they perform an action relating to it. So for example, whenever the gunner fires a weapon, they increase their gunning skill. If it reaches thresholds, they get bonuses usually relating to either decreasing the downtime or increasing the effectiveness of that system. If they are put on a system that does not have the need to be manned but can still benefit from somebody being in them, like the doors or the sensors, it just acts as if it has one level higher, which I'll get to in a moment. So I'm going to be playing on normal, which is probably going to suck. And I am going to get started. So, the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. And then weapon order tip. Rearrange a weapon or drone schematic by dragging it into the desired position. The leftmost slot will be the last to power down if the system is damaged. So, this is the basic setup screen when you are not engaging in combat and when you are not looking for your next place to go. Here, you can choose who goes where. So, for example, I have Saigon attached to the pilot seat, and you need at least one person in the pilot seat to be able to leave. I have Ulrika in the gunner, and in the weapon system, and I have Axel in the engines. Putting Saigon Man in the pilot seat both gives us a chance to dodge attacks, which is our evasion chance, as well as makes us able to take off. Uniquely, if the pilot is unmanned, your evasion goes to 0%, which means you can't dodge anything. Having somebody in the engine room increases currently the engine power by 5%. So if I take him out, for example, evasion goes down by 5 to 10%. And having somebody in weapons decreases the cooldown speed by 10%. So that's how these work. You have a certain amount of reactor power, which is the power you can allocate to different systems. Different weapons and different systems will use different amounts of power that will go up as they get upgraded. In the case of weapons, they have a baseline level of power requirements to be able to use that can't be changed, etc. Except if you're playing a Lanius ship, which is unique in that they don't really need oxygen. One system you're going to almost always want powered is your life support, aka oxygen, because if you don't have it powered up, your crew suffocates pretty freaking quickly. You can also use this against enemies. This ship is also interesting because it doesn't have a medical bay to heal crew, instead it has a clone bay, which causes your crew to be revived if they die after a short delay. It also heals them every time you jump to a new location. This is the upgrade screen where you can spend scrap, which is the currency, to upgrade systems. For example, some of the systems have some different rules about upgrading. The numbers that you need to go upgrade them increases significantly as you put more into them. And systems, as they get upgraded, unless they are subsystems, need power to actually use that upgrade. So, for example, I could upgrade my shields, I could upgrade my engines, but unless I upgrade my reactor as well, I'm not going to be able to use that upgrade. This is also where you can see your crew, where you can see the weapons that you have, your augmentations, the 4 cargo that you're allowed to carry, which is weapons that you don't have equipped, or drone systems that you don't have equipped, as well as your drones, which is an entirely separate kind of system, kind of parallel to weapons that I don't have and probably not going to use this time. So this is the beacon screen, the sector screen. So this is where you choose where you want to jump to. You can jump to any adjacent beacon unless you have an upgrade that lets you jump to almost any beacon that you've previously visited. And the goal is to get to the exit beacon to go to the next sector, where enemies will level up, but you'll get better rewards. And you might think that you are able to kind of just explore at whatever pace you want, kind of going wherever you want to go. But something happens very shortly that will put a time limit on. So in this case, I'm probably going to want to jump here because I want to go along this middle area to get to the exit. So I'm going to jump here. Okay, we have a fight. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools and have tried to shut down your engines. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move into attack. So, we've got a battle. And because of the system that they have hacked our, because of the events of the battle, they have hacked our engines to reduce our evasion, and we also lose the ability to fully power the evasion. So I can't take energy away from the clone bay in order to put this here. So, if I look at this guy, they have one layer of shields, and they have a missile weapon, a basic missile weapon, and a heavy laser. The heavy laser, that's going to do... It's Sector 1, so it's probably just a regular heavy laser that will shoot once and do 2 damage if it hits a room without a system, so like one of these empty rooms. The missile will penetrate all my shields, which is a problem. The last thing to say is that shields are a system, like kind of that you can see on the bottom here. Every 2 upgrades you put into shields, you gain 1 level of shield barrier. Shields are both critical and very complicated. The short version is that shields will all layer laser weapons, no matter how powerful, will get blocked by even 1 layer of shields. That's why a lot of lasers fire multiple times. Missiles, on the other hand, will penetrate all layers of shields, and beam weapons will have the damage they deal reduced by 1 for every layer of shield they have to pass to. So for beams that deal 2 damage and are blocked by 1 shield, they're only going to do 1 damage. And there's some other unique weapons. One of those unique weapons is this crystal cannon, which is a physical weapon that pierces 1 layer of shields. Because I want to take as little damage as possible from this missile, I'm going to aim for his weapon system. So you can aim for specific subsystems or squares, sectors on the enemy ship, but they are doing the same to you. So the critical thing here is to try to get their weapons offline before they can hit us with a missile and do something catastrophic. So because of that, even though this is a weapon that can build up to 3 charges and use only 1 ammunition with those 3 charges, I'm going to prematurely fire it in order to try to take out this weapon system. Okay, I took out the laser, and as you can see, the laser hit the shield and dissipated against the shield, but the shield is down for a few seconds. The problem is that now a missile is being fired, and it has a 10% chance to hit, and if it hits, it will do, I think, 2 damage, and has a chance of causing a hull breach or fire. So let's see what happens. Okay, so it only caused 2 damage, it didn't cause a fire, but it did take my piloting offline, so now I have no evasion. So I will not have 0 chance of dodging the missile if I get shot again. So it's really important that they take their weapons offline, and fortunately I just did. Crew will repair weapon systems if they're in the room with the damaged system. The system will not regain functionality until it is at least partially repaired. The amount that you need to repair it depends on the system and what you had offline or online. So the enemy ship is destroyed. Okay, with the ship destroyed, your systems restored to full functionality, you salvage what you can from the debris. So, got some currency. I'm going to check to see what I can jump to next. There's a store here. Now, I think it's a little early to go to a store, even though I would really love a new weapon. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to jump here so that I can jump to this beacon next, and then hopefully have enough to go to the store. Okay. You jump into an unremarkable system, no life sign selected within scanning range. That's unlucky because there's nothing there, so that was useless. Let's try here, this one. Okay, you listen. There's some unencrypted chatter between ships. You tune in to listen for anything interesting. They need to take possession of an enemy ship intact. So I could offer my services, but because I don't have a way to kill enemy crew or use ion to disable something like oxygen, I can't do this, so I'm just going to go away. So the bad luck is that I did those 2 jumps and they were functionally useless because I got nothing out of them and don't have enough money to go to a store. So you might also notice that there's this big warning sign here. So this is the rebel fleet approaching. This is essentially the you gotta hurry up level. You can't, if you are behind where this rebel fleet is touching when they get to it, you will have to fight extremely powerful ships which give you almost no reward. So you really got to get moving. You really got to move at a pace. There are ways to slow down and even stop how much they're going, but it's still it's very much a timer. So this kind of the red with the bars through it shows that that's the territory that's like super dangerous. This red lighter area is the territory they're about to take control of, which you can see by this flashing red light. So I'm gonna jump ahead. I know I jumped past a beacon, but I kind of want to put some distance. Okay, rebel ship is controlling this region. As soon as you arrive, it begins its assault. Okay, so this is annoying. This has a defense drone. Defense drones will shoot down physical projectiles like missiles and crystal, which is what I have. And so what I need to do is I need to build up enough charge on this that I can actually shoot more than it can stop. The problem is they also have a missile, and it looks like a single beam, which is not a problem, but the missile is really concerning. So what I've just done is I've redirected power away from my clone bay, which will be a problem if anybody dies, but all my guys have high health and are at full health, so I think they're not going to die. Even if they die, I have a few seconds to redirect power to the clone bay to start cloning them. I redirected power from the clone bay to the engines to increase my chance of dodging, so it's now 20%. And the first thing to do is to build up all of my missile charges and hope that I don't get my weapon system taken out. Okay, they both missed. That's good. That's probably not going to happen again. So I need to wait till I get the last round of missiles. Okay, oxygen has been taken offline. That's very bad. So what I'm going to do is I am going to fire all of my weapons at their drone control to try to take out their drone, which will give me free fire next time. And then as soon as that fires, I'm going to move this guy here. Okay, so that he can start repairing the oxygen, because I don't want my guys to suffocate to death. So the good news is that you heard that sound. That was the sound of the hull breach, which means oxygen is draining from a hole on their ship because of one of the missiles that fired. And it also hit the drone control, so the drone is now offline, and I can shoot physical projectiles with impunity, as provided they don't miss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a missile firing on the drone control to try to keep it from working, and I'm going to get a weapon ready to go for the weapon system. Okay, my shields are down, which is a problem. So is that. Okay, so I took down both of their weapons, but they did hit my shields and my engines. But now oxygen is about to be repaired, and I can put Saigon back on the pilot seat. Okay, so, alright, you win. Here's some equipment from our stores. Leave us alone. Accept their offer of surrender. I will get 6 fuel, 2 drone parts, and 8 scrap, or will not accept surrender. Now, sometimes their surrender bribes will be more than you get for killing them, but this early, it's probably better to just kill them. There are some situations where it's better to accept their surrenders, including if you just are feeling bad or you feel like you can't actually win the fight. So I'm not accepting their surrender. They're going to die. And I am going to fire my double missiles and hope that this gets the kill. And it did. Okay, I got less fuel and fewer drone parts, but slightly more scrap, which I will take as worth it. So I'm going to wait for this to get repaired. And I think my first priority is going to increase my shields. But it's better to wait until I have 50 scrap before I do that, because I can't really use the scrap. I can't use the shields with only one more upgrade in it. You only get a new level of shields for every 2 layers. Okay, that was an empty beacon. That's annoying. A distress beacon. So somebody might need something here. This has a chance of, being an event where you can help somebody out, and it has a chance of just being a trap. Okay, shots are fired towards the ship. A trap. Okay, these guys have a bomb which ignores shields and teleports aboard, but also has relatively low accuracy. They also have a double laser though, which is a little bit threatening, because that will go through 1 layer of my shields. Okay, fortunately I took their weapons offline just as their bomb fired, so I was able to dodge that damage being taken. I am going to fire a missile, even though I am running lower on missiles. I'm going to fire it here, because if I take out their piloting, they lose all their evasion. Okay, they're going to offer 7 missiles and 8 scrap. That's pretty good. 7 missiles is pretty good. I think I will accept that. I will probably get more scrap if I kill them, but the missiles are very good. There's another store here, but I don't think it's worth visiting at this point because I need to... So it looks like the rebels are 1, 2, 3, 4 away from getting to the exit. So I think it's safe for me to go here, here, here. Although, do I want to risk it? I think I will not. I think I will go here and then go up. Oh, I forgot to finish the repairs on the engines. You detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Okay, intervene to defend the outpost. Detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage your ship. They have a double laser and bombs, which is threatening, but I can probably take out one of their weapons with a missile quickly, except it missed. That's annoying. Okay, good. I took out their double laser. That was what I was more worried about. Here, I'll aim for their... Okay, and their bomb missed. Good. I'll aim for their pilot seat next, except it missed, so triple missiles, because that's just cost efficient. Because that's 3 missiles for 1. Fire one more, and that should take it out, except it missed. Okay, that's annoying. Auto ships tend to have really high evasion. There we go. Okay, the ship breaks apart. You can quickly salvage where you can. 2 fuel, 1 drone part, 10 scrap. That's good. The outpost tails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by those scouts. Take this on the house. Okay, so 70 scrap, which is pretty good. I could spend it now. I want to save it in case I run into a store, but I think I need to get some more shields quickly. So I'm going to spend 1 layer and 2, and that will get me to 2 levels of shields, and I will buy 1 reactor power, which means if I take 1 power away from engines, I can fully power my shields to get 2 levels of shields, which will block, for example, 2 laser shots, or like all of the damage from a 2 damage beam weapon. Still won't block missiles at all, though, which is always a risk. The best way to avoid missiles is just increased evasion. Okay, attack the automated ship to get to the sensor station. I'd say that's worth it. That looks like they only have 1 laser. Okay, they also have a beam drone, which will keep beaming me. However, since I have at least 1 layer of shields, it shouldn't do 2 laser shields. It shouldn't be able to do anything, especially because that's only a single laser, so it has no ability to actually damage me. This is good. So I should actually be able to just AFK and have this on auto fire and win because it can't actually damage me. Because see, even though it took 1 layer of shields down, the beam won't penetrate because it's only a 1 damage beam. And I don't think there's any beam drone that does 2 damage worth. I know there's one that shoots fire, but I think that's still not really a concern. I'm not firing my missiles because I want to save my missiles, and because I can't take any damage. I'm perfectly safe. Okay, that is taken out. Okay, 9 scrap, and I got my map revealed, which is not very helpful because I'm about to leave the area. I could go to the distress beacon, but I think I'm just going to try to get out of this sector. I got level 2 shields, which I think is pretty good. Okay, you arrive at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. I could either buy 1 slave and free them to join the crew, attack the slaver scum, or ignore the slaver and continue on your way. Now, they don't look terribly threatening, so I think I am going to try to attack them. They have a anti-combat drone, which will damage my drones, any drones that I deploy to attack their ship, which is fine, because I have no drones that I'm deploying to attack their ship. And it looks like they can't hit me, so this is just going to be a pretty easy fight. Okay, that missed. That's annoying. I will fire my missiles once I get to level 3. 3 missiles. Wow, 2 of them missed. That's concerning. Okay, they have no evasion anymore. But knowing them, they probably have a system repair drone. So I'm going to fire 2 missiles here. Oh, and I accidentally killed the anti-drone drone. Yeah, they definitely have a repair drone because that got repaired way too quickly for them to not have a repair drone on their ship. They also deployed another drone. The only way to destroy enemy drones is to either time your shot so that they fire and hit them they fire and hit and go for the enemy ship when the drone is in the way, or you deploy your own drone that can target their drone. Okay, we surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll all die anyway. In this case, I will accept this. Sometimes it's better to kill them all, even though it will kill the slaves but it will stop the slavers because you want the resources. But getting a mantis is very good this early, so you can go with 1 HP. So we have a mantis. Mantises are interesting. They deal increased damage in combat, 50% more damage, and they move 20% faster, but their repair speed is halved. That's a problem, but right now I'm in a good spot. This is a very durable team. Not many enemies can probably take us out in a fight if they board us. So I'm going to name this person Sorrowful, and I'm going to jump and get out, because if you can see, the rebel ship is quite close. So I can go to either an abandoned sector, which has the really good Lanius music that I showed you earlier, or pyro-controlled sector. This affects the kind of encounters you can get, and the goal is to get to the end of this. You got to get to Sector 8. So Sector 1, Sector 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can kind of jump in any pattern within this, map here. So I'm going to go to the abandoned sector. There have been a number of reports of advanced ships salvaging the wrecks and abandoned mining facilities in the sector. Could it be that the Lanius have resurfaced? The Lanius are a species of aliens that are anaerobic, which means they don't breathe oxygen, and they eat metal. This is some really good music, so I will be quiet for a little bit. Okay, your scans have picked up a Lanius vessel in the system. It appears to be navigating a rich debris field, harvesting the minerals. I am going to... I think this is going to get to a fight, but I think I'm going to attempt to harvest some for myself. As you attempt to navigate the debris, you come too close to the Lanius ship, and they proceed to try to harvest you. Okay, so they got a flak cannon, which is very bad. That deals like a lot of damage in a radius, although it has very low accuracy, but it's good at taking out shields. And they have I think a single heavy beam, so that's not too bad. I'm more worried about the flak cannon now. Okay, so I'll wait till this is fully charged. You'll notice they don't have an oxygen system to target because they don't need oxygen, because they are the Lanius. Okay, fortunately I have taken out all of their weapons, so it should be hopefully comparatively easy pickings from here. And they're not offering to surrender, so they will die. Sorry, I've paused the game for a second. Okay, and they are dead. So let's see what we got. Probably just scrap. The ship explodes, you get dealing behind a collection of useless scrap material, you get 1 fuel, 1 missile, and 20 scrap. What do we get from the debris? Competitor gone, you proceed to investigate the field and scavenge what you can. Okay, 3 more fuel, 1 more missile, and 20 more scrap. So that's quite good. And there's a store right here. That's perfect. I am going to jump here first, just so I can see if I can get a little bit more scrap. This is a little bit greedy, especially if there's a fight. Okay. A missile shoots across her bow when the jump completes. Your scans reveal a ship with pirate markings pursuing an unknown vessel. The pirate hails you. Damn it, we weren't expecting company. Stay out of this and you could profit. Accept their bribe or try to be a hero and attack the pirate. I don't think they have a way to damage us. They've got 1 heavy laser and a mini beam. I think we're safe, so I'm going to hit them. The ship stops pursuit and knocks weapons with your ship. Okay, they have a teleporter, which means they can teleport enemies on board our ship and attack us in melee combat, which is fine because I have a mantis, 2 rocks, and a crystal. Okay, there is a human. That's fine. Sorrow, go kill them. In fact, I'm going to send somebody to help you. So those guys will fight each other. They will lose health at different rates depending on their combat skill and their species. In this case, because I have two guys, one beefy and one dealing a lot of damage fighting, I'll be safe. But just to be safe, I'm gonna swap their positioning. So the heavy guy is the one taking damage. I took their weapons offline. That's good. I'm actually gonna fire the missiles to take out their teleporter, except they missed both of them. But that's fine. The guy is dead. That's one fewer person on their ship. Let's go to the sensors to see what's happening on their ship. Looks like they have one person repairing and one person on piloting. So I'm going to target piloting. So now they have no dodge. They can't avoid anything. Double missile again. And you know what? Just to... Oops, missed it. Okay, you've proven a sufficient match for the pirates. They are powering up their FTL and trying to get away. Well, I just destroyed their piloting, so they can't actually jump. If they might jump before I can... If this next thing misses and I can't kill them, I am going to use the swarm missile. But it looks like that's not going to happen. They couldn't repair their ship in time. Pirate explodes even behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. You go to examine the ship you just saved. Thank the heavens you showed up. We don't have much to offer as a reward, but our engineers should be able to proficient enough to patch your ship up a bit after that nasty fight. That's good. That's some free healing. So I could also jump one more time before going to the store, and I think I will, just in case they have a hacking module, which is 80 scrap. Okay, well that's annoying. I have some hostiles on board, but not any, that's not going to give me scrap, although it will give me, So I think Saigon is actually going to die, but I can clone him, so it's fine. It's actually better to let Saigon die and just let the clone come back. They lose a little bit of experience, but it's so early that it doesn't really matter. Okay. And now Axel is gonna... Sorry, Saigon's gonna come back. And then Sorrowful will. It takes a while, though. And unfortunately, I didn't get any scrap for that, which is really annoying. Okay, we can go back to our stations. Okay, I am going to go to the storm just now, just in case I can get anything, because otherwise I'll cut myself off. Greetings, friend. We're trying to getting out of this sector as soon as the coolant shaft is fixed. And I suggest you do the same. I half expect those damn metal freaks to come and try to melt down our ship at any moment. We're trying to offload some inventory. Interested in buying something? Okay, so they have drone control. It's annoying. I would have liked that to buy that. They have a med bay, which would be good, but I kind of already have a clone bay. They have a teleporter, which is actually quite good if I get another mantis, or even with my one mantis, but kind of requires a lot of investment. They have a repair bomb, which is not super useful, I'll be honest. They have a halberd beam, which is a little slow, but it is good. And a pike beam, which is not very good. It's pretty good, but it's not good in my situation because I don't have a good way to take down shields because it's blocked by any shields. And they have a page 2, and I could hire a crew member. And could I sell anything? I don't think there's anything I really want to sell. I could get a halberd beam. The problem is that's 3 hull power, which is a little slow. I think I'm just going to hold on to my current setup and just get some upgrades. So I think what I want to do next is I want to upgrade my doors so that if I do get boarded, I have a little bit more control. And I want to upgrade my engines to give myself a little bit more dodge, which also means I want to get some more reactor power because the doors don't require reactor power. And I think I'm actually going to save the door upgrade for now. And I'm going to get 2 engine upgrades and 1 reactor power. So again, can't use all of that yet, but it's important to get this upgrade because this also affects some random events you can run into. So let's go this way. Okay, a military landing stops repurposing an abandoned satellite as soon as you jump in. It blocks all hails and powers up its weapons. Okay, they have a hacking drone, which is problematic if they target something important. What are they going for? Jester doors, that's okay. The AI can be really nasty if it targets something. The hacking can be really nasty if it targets something you don't like. You need to use. So a hacking drone essentially locks onto a specific subsystem and prevents it from working properly and possibly has adverse effects as long as it's active. The only way to make it inactive is to either damage or destroy their hacking system, or if you have an anti-drone weapon, like an anti-drone. So yeah, they can't actually get through to me, so I'm actually just gonna go for this. Because they only have lasers that do 1 damage each, or that shoot once each. Oh, they are repairing quickly, though. So hacking the doors just makes my doors not open, which is dangerous if you're like, you've got fires going rampant, or borders, or your oxygen's draining. But yeah. Not really useful here. Problem here. Your comm system receives a video feed of the enemy's ship crew waving a small makeshift white flags. It appears they have taken research about your culture's customs quite literally. Okay. I probably am going to get more scrap if I kill them, so I'm tempted to kill them. I think I will kill them. Sorry, buddies. And I think I will get to deliver the coup de grace with the crystal weapon. Okay, there we go. 28 scrap. That's pretty good. Their ship explodes, revealing the cargo of unprocessed metal. You collect a significant amount of scrap. Yeah, that was absolutely worth killing them for. Okay, so I'm going to get... well, I'm going to check what's in this distress first. Hopefully it's not another trap. You arrive at the location of the distress signal prepared for a fight, but on first glance it's entirely empty. The signal is coming from a small plastic satellite orbiting a moon. A looping message describes how settlers have recently abandoned the area due to the Lanius threat. You fail to find any other signs of a settlement nearby. That was a waste. Okay, there's another distress signal. I'm going to jump here and then to the distress, and then I will spend my scrap. Okay, there is a fight here. You arrive at the location of a recent battle. Judging from the debris, some settlers attempted to fight off a small number of Lanius ships, so it's impossible to say who instigated the aggression. A few skirmishes can be seen in the distance, but more notably, a lone Lanius ship is firing on a heavily damaged civilian vessel. Okay, let's save the civilian if we can. You charge your weapons, which quickly gets the Lanius ship's attention. I'm actually... Is that a double laser or a single laser? I think that's a single laser. No, that's a little slow for a single laser. I'm going to redirect it to engines to try to dodge some of that. I don't need the missiles right now. Okay, that's a single laser. Never mind, that was useless. Okay, well. I shouldn't be able to dodge anything else now, so I can fire it well. That's a single laser, so I'm going to redirect some power away from the engines back into the missiles in case I somehow need them, which I don't think will be likely. Never mind, it might be possible that I need it, because I missed that. Only just to make this battle take a little bit less, but then again, I shouldn't be spending missiles just for convenience. Okay, I think I will shoot missiles now. There's 1 missile for 3 damage. 2 damage. Well, that's still a kill now. There we go. This Lanius craft breaks apart. You hasten to contact the civilian ship. 2 fuel, 1 drone part, 21 scrap. It seems the crew did not survive the assault. You take what you can from the remains of the ship. That's unfortunate. Oh, there's a store. Okay, distress, and then store. And then if I don't see anything I want, then I will, if I don't see anything I want, then I'll spend my scrap. The distress signal from the system is coming from a slug vessel under attack by the Lanius. The slugs beg for assistance as the Lanius tears into their hull plating. I could leave them, but I will attack them. I'm at full health and have good weapons. Okay, they have... That's bad. They sent a hacking thing, and they have a big missile. And they're draining my oxygen. Fortunately, they're not draining it faster than it can be repaired, but that's a problem still. I am actually going to have you go over here to repair just in case it gets damaged. Okay, sensor's broken, that's fine. And their weapons are down. Okay, I think I'm okay. So you go here just in case it gets damaged. Over here. Repair that. Okay, never mind, their hacking is down. And I'm gonna hit them with missiles. Okay, 1 more damage and they're dead. That was not too difficult. The ship explodes, leaving behind a collection of useless scrap material. The slugs reluctantly thank you for your help, protest they have the whole situation under control, attempt to make you pay for them helping you, and an hour later finally relent and give you some supplies. Okay, that's good. And that's a lot of money to have going into a store, so I will take a look at what I can get. A trading post is set near the beacon. A surprising number of military ships guard the station. Picking an advertisement on wideband channel. Ship parts, repairs, refueling, souvenirs, Uguadadal. Check out the only store not afraid of scavengers this side of Omicron 6. Automated reloader is really good. So is the scrap recovery arm. Drone control is really good with the combat drone. I am really tempted to get these two. These are really good in combination. And I don't have anything I can sell. This does leave me a little bit shy in the, weapons department, and I think going into the next sector I will need something better, but this is just really good. I think I will pick these up. So the automatic auto reloader makes your shots take 10% less to charge, and scrap recovery arm increases your money by 10%. That's risky. If I die, it doesn't pay off. The alternative, though, was just getting a drone control, which would have been really good. That would have been really good to get, because then I would start being able to, having ways to play around missiles. Okay, let's hope that doesn't bite me. So, I don't have enough money to buy on anything, so it's time to just go. That was a risky play. Very greedy play. Very greedy buy. Federation science craft is docked with a few Lanius ships. You hail them and ask what is going on. Greetings. We have been attempting to understand our region's newest visitors, the Lanius, although we have been making a little headway in deciphering their language. Ask if they have anything that could help your mission. Sorry, we don't really carry much equipment that would be of use to a military vessel. You thank them and prepare to move on. Sometimes they have something. In this case, they didn't. Okay, that place is about to get taken over, so time to get out of the sector. I do need to get a new weapon very soon. Okay, you can jump to the next sector. Black Market Hub area. You receive a message. These are dangerous times. You have extra military grade explosives. We will gladly pay you for them. I could sell all of my missiles for 45 scrap. I do want some. I think I'll just sell 5. I could honestly use all of these, but I think I will sell 5 because I want to have money for an upgrade going into the next sector if I need it. Thank you. This will help greatly. -5 plus 15. NG Homeworld or Uncharted Nebula. I think I will go to the Uncharted Nebula because that leads to these 2 possible hostile ones, which have a chance of giving me what I need to get the crystal ship. More likely than that one, at least. Okay. You enter a nebula-rich sector. You may put a few light years on the fleet, but that's only useful if you make it out the other side. So, nebulas reduce the fleet pursuit by 50% if you're passing through them, unless it's a nebula that takes up the entire sector, like this one, which I think it's only 5%, or 10%, or something like that. Okay. So I'm just going to jump, see if hope I can get to a store. In nebulas, your sensors don't work properly, no matter how well they're upgraded. Your ship emerges quite away from the beacon. You see a rebel ship waiting nearby, undoubtedly stationed to look for you. They have a single laser and a heavy laser. I think I'll be okay. Attack the ship. Okay, that's a bit problematic, because they've got a bubble shield here. So I got to think of a way to get through that. Well, there are some ways to get through that, actually. But they can't damage me, which is the important thing. Okay, time to go for the drone control. Okay, it sounds like a hull breach just happened. So I can't detect anything on them, but they can't detect anything on me, which doesn't help because they're AI, so they're computer controlled, so they can cheat. Okay, that's missed, which is annoying. Double missile. And those both missed. I gotta start aiming for this then, because evidently they've got a lot of evasion. Whoops, I forgot about the double shield. Okay, their barriers are offline, so they should not be able to dodge anything. Their piloting is offline, so I will shoot a missile quickly. Oh, nice, got into the drone control at the last second. This drone is making a bubble shield, which is really annoying. To absorb damage. Oh, okay. Gotta wait till the next time then. Okay, this is really annoying. Because at this point I'm gonna need to fire 2 rounds of the crystal to actually, get through this overshield. Okay, I am going to fire this now quickly. Let's see what happens, because this will... Okay, good. One of them got through. That's fine. That makes it that they can't dodge anything right now, but I do need to take care of this drone control soon. I'm also using a lot of missiles. Probably shouldn't have sold those missiles back there. Okay, we accept, they want to surrender 3 fuel, 1 drone part, 14 scrap. I'm really tempted to accept that just because even if I'm not going to take damage, I'm going to spend all my missiles getting through this. Yeah, I think I'll accept that. It bites, but I'll do it. Okay, I'm going to buy an upgrade. I'm going to buy 1 reactor power. No, I'll buy 2 reactor power. This is going to bite if I run into a store right after this, but I need the dodge right now. It's really useful. 30 dodge is nothing to sneeze at. It's quite good. Okay, that's really bad. This is an ion storm. An ion storm is an environmental effect that halves the reactor power of you and your enemy, so you have essentially half power for the entire fight. That's really terrible. Okay, and they have a drone coming, so I gotta... Okay, that's a problem. This has got to die. Okay, that's got to die. Okay, thank you. You are dead. Okay, for Christ's sake, stop sending ion drones. They sent another drone? Okay. Just get out of there. You guys got to heal for a sec. Or not heal, just not take damage for a second. Okay. I'm just going to try to get rid of the fire that might be sprouting in here. Okay, their drones are offline. That's good. No, this needs to be here. Because you are going to die repairing this, and I need to be able to bring you back. Okay, so you are going to die repairing this, but that's fine. We have the clone bay. And the intruder offline. And now I got to go... Oh shoot, when did they have double shields? I did not know that they had double shields. Okay, so that's a problem. This is really bad. This is actually very bad. I think I can't win this. I think I gotta get out of here as soon as I can. There goes all my weapon charge. Okay, so let's just take the kill. Let's just let them die, because then they will get cloned. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. This is not a winnable fight right now. But my guys came back at full HP. Yeah, it looks like they can't actually damage me, and I think they're out of missiles, so... Okay, their stuff is down, so I can finally get back to the fight. And if their shields are still down, I can actually start damaging them like this. And I think they're actually out of drown, so I think Trice is averted. Okay. Oof, that's a really good surrender offer. 8 missiles is too good to pass up. I'll take it. And there's a store here. Shit. Okay, well, I'll jump here just to see if I can get any more scrap. A shipwright that can perform emergency work on military ships. Reactor and oh, I'm missing one scrap. That stings. Oof. Okay, well. Those red bars mean that there's no oxygen in that room, which means everybody except Lanius will take lots of damage. Okay, so this door's probably going to be fruitless except for maybe, I don't know, we'll see. NG Cargo Vessel Hails. Propose mutually beneficial exchange of properties. This smells like a bargain. Okay, nothing here that's actually that useful. I can live without getting anything here. I'm actually not going to get anything. Okay, that sector now. Without active sensors, you have no option but to look out of the viewport in apprehension. It's eerily quiet. Okay, well, it's uneventful at least. Okay, this is a battle. Commander ship lost in the storm hails you. Sensors are out. We have no local telemetry. We'll take yours. You detect a power increase in their weapon system. Looks like they can't get through our shields, but they are going to teleport aboard to try to kill us. They are going for our clone bay. That's not acceptable. Oh, come on. Okay, well, it's fine. I'm safe. You know what? Missile time. Missed. One of them missed. That's annoying. Ah, come on. Hello, Seb. So, you are kind of catching me in the middle of a fight, so I can't really explain everything right now. But, FTL is a game. Oh, God. Okay. Who were you attacking? You were attacking here? Okay. Okay, you know what? I'll just accept that, and then you are going to die and get revived with the clone facility. They're attacking the one system that actually isn't really, like, at risk of anything. That, like, doesn't actually function in this scenario. So, I'm kind of okay with this. Missiles go. Okay, and they are dead. They explode even behind a substantial collection of useless scrap material. That's great. I still have enemies on the ship that I gotta kill. So, in FTL Faster Than Light, you have to control a ship with different systems and with different crewmates of different species that have different abilities depending on their species, to essentially get to the end of an 8-map run. All the while, you kind of have this like death zone of rebels chasing you, and the goal is to get to the exit beacon in each sector before they catch up. If they do catch up, you have to fight some extremely powerful enemies with no rewards, basically. Every system that you have can have crewmates assigned to it and be upgraded. Almost every system can have crewmates assigned to it, I should say. And as crewmates are assigned to it, they gain increased abilities in that system. So, for example, Ulrika is getting to be a good gunner because they've been operating on the gunning system for a bit, which means that the weapon system takes less time to recharge, etc., etc. Each system can be targeted by different weapons that you have, and different weapons have different properties, including, for example, the degree to which they pierce/ignore shields, if they do at all. That kind of thing. I'll explain more as we see more of them. And you can upgrade things in this screen here. So in this case, I'm going to get the cloning bay upgrade because I'm a little bit worried about my dudes dying. In this ship is interesting in that it's one of the ships that doesn't actually have a medical bay where you can heal crew. Instead, it just has a clone bay, which gives your crew a small amount of healing per jump, but the main benefit is that when your crew dies, you can revive them after a period of time. So that's kind of the trade-off for not having a med bay. Okay. You can't see anything through the thick gases surrounding your ship. Without knowing what is out there, all you can do is wait for your FTL to charge. Okay, that jump had nothing. That's common in nebula sectors. This is a distress beacon. Hopefully it's not a trap. Distress beacons are sometimes traps if you didn't see earlier. You've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was freeing a rebel advance but ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board. I guess hail them. This is probably a trap, but we'll see. The vessel is relieved to hear from you. They're running low on supplies. They suggest a trade. I will get 5 fuel in exchange for 3 missiles, losing 3 missiles. I thought they were low on fuel and they needed other help, but I think I won't take this trade, actually, because I need the missiles more than I need the fuel. Decline. Okay, a store. I just spent my scrap, which is a little annoying, but I can jump here and then to the store. Scrap is your main currency. They use it for upgrades and for buying stuff. You arrive at a quiet spaceport and are immediately hailed by another ship at port with a once-in-lifetime deal. -2 fuel, +4 missiles. I'll take it. Missiles are used for firing missile-based weapons. Wait, so the morbid thing is at the cloning bay? Yeah, it's funny. So the thing about the cloning bay that's really funny is there's a lot of, like, random, adventure events that can get your crew killed. In most of the cases, if you have a cloning bay, you can actually completely ignore the consequences of this happening because your crew just pops out another clone. There's a few situations where your crew can, die in a super heroic sacrifice, and then their clone steps out of the cloning bay, super smug, like, yeah, I just died to save that NG. It's pretty funny. Your crew, will jump out of the cloning bay and be like, yeah, I just completed a heroic sacrifice, aren't I awesome? Knowing, despite the fact that they just undid it. The space station here has a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. Okay, mind control, really good. Oh wait, that's not mind control, it's drone control. Okay, it's not as good, but still good. Hull laser 2, oof, that's really good. That would be really nice. Slug would be good. They can detect enemies and they are immune to mind control. 2 humans, not really worth it. Hull beam, probably not worth it. I could sell one. I think I need to keep my setup, which isn't bad because I'm getting to the end of Sector 3 and I need to upgrade my weapons soon. So I would like to get this, but it's too expensive and I can't sell anything. So let us get out. Okay, so we're at the end of... And yes, it is a space survival game. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL driver starts, you can jump to the next sector. I don't have any money to hire anyone. Number of ships stationed around a rest stop. You receive a message saying if you're looking for some bodies to fill your ship, you've come to the right place. These would be great, especially that NG for increased repair speed, but I can't do that. Can't hire anyone. So once you get to the end of a sector, and Seb, I don't know if I explained this, so this is like the danger zone of the rebels that are chasing you. Those ships with the exclamation point are already taken over, and if you enter them or are overtaken by one of them, you fight really hard enemies for essentially no reward. This red line is where they are going to jump to. The backstory is essentially that the United Federation of Planets, which was an egalitarian democratic interspecies coalition, has fallen courtesy of a rebellion by human supremacists. And now you are taking data that contains the weaknesses of the rebel flagship, which is their secret weapon, to the Federation command outside of the systems, and the rebels, knowing that you have the data, are chasing after you. So you got to go through the different sectors that all have different properties to get to this final sector where you eventually have to fight the rebel flagship. It's rough. So I've gone through 3 sectors now, and I can choose my 4th one. I am going to go to Rock Controlled because I have 2 Rock crew members, and having Rock crew members probably means that if there are events coming up involving, hostile rocks, I can probably find a non-lethal solution to things. Plus, I'm trying to unlock the Crystal Cruiser, and this is one of the steps to do it since I've skipped the first few. Rock Controlled. Also, I will try not to talk too loud because the music in this game is really, really good. The Rock people are a powerful and proud race. It is not unheard of to have a peaceful journey through their lands, but don't count on it. Okay, 2 distress signals right off the beam. That's really good. Unless they're traps, which is really bad. But I think I'm going to hope they're not traps. A ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field is giving off a distress call. Shall we investigate? It could be dangerous. Okay, so this is actually the event that unlocks the Crystal Cruiser. However, I already have a Crystal Crewmer on my ship, so I can skip this step. I don't need to do this step. I still might do this step because you can get some other rewards for it, but it's not necessary. If I didn't have this ship on, I would have to do this quest in order to unlock the Crystal Cruiser, which I haven't yet. Now, granted, not having the crystal, completing this step does mean that the last 2 steps that I have to do no matter what are harder if I don't do these ones on this run, but I don't think it's likely I will get those prerequisites anyway, so I might as well just take the other rewards. I'm going to turn up the stuff. So, search for the ship, avoid the area, or use my special rock plating to make a thorough search for the ship without fear of stray asteroids. You find the decaying remains of some kind of ship coated with ice or crystal. You send the crew aboard to explore. Nearly everything is either destroyed or unidentifiable, but one of the weapons appears salvageable, and there's a strange stasis pod that catches your eye. It looks like a massive asteroid is in a direct collision course with the derelict ship. You have to pull your crew out, but they want to grab what they can first. What do they take? Grab the weapon and spare scrap, or grab the stasis chamber. So, grabbing the stasis chamber is what you need to complete the crystal quest. However, like I said, I have a crystal crew member because of this specific ship layout. You start with a crystal crew member, so I can actually skip this step. So I'm not going to take the stasis pod in this case. Again, not taking this does mean that no matter what, even if I do get to the later steps, it is going to be a harder second half of the quest, but because I can skip the steps and I really need a new weapon, I'm going to go for the upgrade. Sorry, crystal crew guy, you are dead. Your crew grabs what they can and returns to the ship before the asteroid hits. You take a look at what you've recovered once you move through the asteroid field. I got a stun bomb. That is completely useless. That is a terrible weapon. I feel that's really terrible. Okay, well, let's go to the next distress beacon. I actually realize I'm running a little low on fuel. You arrive at the distress beacon near a small asteroid belt to find a ship with pirate markings partially crushed between two large rocks. It must have been illegally mining the belt without proper equipment. Okay, so if I had a beam weapon, I could cut them free. I don't, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to try to dislodge it by shooting at the rocks. If I fail, I will take some damage, but if I do 2 and I fail, then I get attacked, so this is less risky. You fire a few volleys into the rock and it starts to shudder and break apart. Without shields, the pirate ship takes a beating, but eventually pulls through. They thank you for your assistance. 1 fuel, 2 missiles, and 41 scrap. That's really good. And there's a store. Goody. I can sell the useless weapon and hopefully pick up a better one. The rock tolerate few aliens in their space, but even they seem to respect the wisdom of the Zoltan. A few of them have established a trading post in the husk of an abandoned capital ship. Flak gun. Good. That's very good. Time to sell the stun bomb. Now, I could sell the rock plating to get another automated rebuilder, which would reduce my weapon cooldowns by 20%. That's really tempting. However, I think I really need the scrap recovery arm still because I need to keep buying new upgrades, and I think I really need to get some fuel, so I am going to not do that. Instead, I am going to get the flak gun, which fires 3 shots with low accuracy, but they can still take down enemy shields quite well, which will open them up for my crystal weapon. So that is absolutely worth it. And I will buy. Hold on. So how much do I need to upgrade my weapon systems? I think I will upgrade my weapons once, because that's all I can afford to do. And now I can do my crystal, flak swarm crystal. And then I will spend the rest of my money to buy 1 fuel. And then I think the rest, will go here. The crystal process has to happen in 1 run. You have to... So basically, how the crystal process normally works if you don't have the ship is you need to... hold on. Okay, this is actually really fun. A mantis ship here is adorned with rock body parts. It would be a gorier display if they had internal organs, but the message is clear enough. This is a hunter of a very specialized kind. Attack, ignore them, use my rock ship to ram the bastards, or use my rock crew to put my rock member on the comm. So I think the latter one just enrages them. The third one is just too good. Ram the bastards. I just want to let this stay on the screen for a second. This is really funny. I really like this one. You have to go through the entire sector. You can save at any point. However, you have to restart the run if you... You can save at any point. You don't have to do it in one sitting now. However, if you die, you have to start from the beginning, if that makes sense. In terms of the crystal quest, you have to do all of the steps of it in one go. In my case, again, I can skip the first 2 steps because I already have a crystal crewmate that comes with the ship, but it does make the last 2 steps of that quest harder because I don't have that specific crystal crewmate from the first 2 steps of the quest. So, let's ram the bastards. Before they have a chance, you ram your ship into theirs, causing irreparable damage to their engines. Luckily, your ship's armored hull is hardly dented from the impact. The mantis ship careens away and you move into attack. So their shields are offline, which means they have no evasion. So all of my shots should hit, which is very good. I think I will sell the crystal gun soon because it's starting to fall off. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of timing. I'm going to redirect some power from the clone bay and put it into engines for evasion because they have a triple weapon beam, which is really worrying. I'm going to fire the flak gun, and since it's a slow weapon, I'm going to wait till it hits and then fire the crystal cannon. So fire. It hits. Their shields are down. I fire the crystal cannon. There's a lot of a lot of specific timing stuff that happens in this game with stuff like that, especially with weapons that have slower projectiles. So crystal cannon is firing, and their weapons are the 3-weapon beam is offline. That's good. That's very good. What's the oh boy about said? Okay, same thing. Flak gun. Aim for the shields. Take the shields out. Their shields are gone. Good. And now they should be dead in a few more shots. Okay, and they're dead in the next shot because the flak's going to hit them and take them out. 38 scrap. Very good. This is the point where the scrap awards start getting good. Ooh, wow, and another store. I think I'm actually going to... Yeah, I think I'm actually going to go for that one. So to do that, I'm going to go here, here. Oh, no. Okay. Here, 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 here. Yeah, that sounds good. Ooh, asteroid field. That's not good. You exit the ship surrounded by dirt and rocks. Before long, a blast is deflected by a shield, but that was no asteroid. Incoming pirate. So, asteroid fields are an environmental effect that causes asteroids to periodically strike your ship. If you have a shield up, it will take away one layer of shield. If you have no shield up, it will deal damage to your ship at a random spot. You can still dodge them like regular though. And this ship has a cloaking device, which means that I can basically not hit them if I fire while they're cloaking, and while they're cloaked, I don't gain any weapon charge, which is the problem. They also have a triple beam, which is another problem because I have only 2 layers of shields, plus my shields are getting worn down by my the asteroids. Okay, so I have to hope they don't take out my weapons, otherwise we're in a really big trouble. Okay, they did hit my weapon, but fortunately I have 1 extra layer of powering, so it won't actually hit. So, fire. Ah, I missed. Okay, the crystal did not hit the weapons, unfortunately. Okay, well, unfortunately they went into stealth just as I fired, so that's annoying. It might be worth switching to the blast missile, to the swarm missile soon. They have a really long cloak. It's kind of concerning. Also, I think that's a 5 beam. That's not a 3 beam. Yes, I took their 5 beam offline before I could fire. Good. So that lost all of its charge, and now they have to repair it before they can get to me. I am going to... Ah, shoot, they stealthed. Okay, they're probably going to repair that soon. They're probably going to repair their weapons soon. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to go for their shields, because if I can do that, then the asteroids will do some of the work for me. Okay, good. They only have 1 shield left, so that should make things a little bit easier. I'm actually going to go for the cloaking next. So, in terms of shields, shields work in specific ways, depending on the weapon that hits them. A laser weapon, no matter what damage the laser weapon will do, will always be blocked by even 1 layer of shield. This is why most laser weapons fire multiple times, like that one that shot 5 times. Each shot will be blocked by 1 level of laser, no matter the individual damage of the laser. Physical weapons, missile weapons pierce all layers of shielding, so they ignore shields completely. They can still miss, though, and they usually are a little bit less accurate. Beam weapons have their damage reduced by 1 per level of shielding they have to go through. So, for example, if a beam weapon deals 2 damage and the enemy has 1 layer of shielding, the beam weapon's only going to do 1 damage. And there are some unique physical weapons like this crystal cannon, which is counted as a physical weapon, but only pierces 1 layer of shields, but deals 2 damage. So that's the trade-off. And then, like, the flak weapon is a physical projectile blast that deals damage in an area, which you can see by this like little red circle here. It's individually a little bit less accurate, and if it doesn't actually hit the room itself, it won't do any damage, but it's really good at taking down shields. By taking down, I mean, like, taking away shield barriers, because while the shield is recharging is when you can fit in some extra damage. Like that. And that should be the end of them. Ah, they had... Okay, good. They got hit by an asteroid and killed them. Yes! Burst Laser Mark 1, leaving behind a substantial collection of useless scrap material. That's... not very good, actually, but it's not bad. It's a laser that fires twice. I'm gonna go straight to the store in case I want to go in a different direction. I also only have 3 fuel, I gotta keep that in mind. Okay. Your Federation, we weren't sure we'd ever see a friendly face again. There's little business here. Perhaps you'd like to trade? Chain laser, that's very good. That is a weapon that reduces its speed its charge speed every time it fires. It still doesn't get very fast, but it's faster than most other things. It's faster than this, certainly, so I'm gonna... Hold on, wait, that's 16 to start. Yeah, that's worth selling. There's also hacking, which is very good. And drone control. I can only afford one of these. I think I will get hacking. Unfortunately, I think it might. I can't. This does not let me be able to afford the chain laser, which is it's unfortunate. I would really like it. And the swarm missiles are too good to sell, and so is the flat cannon. I could sell the heavy crystal, but that still wouldn't be enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy some fuel. I'm gonna jump here, and then that could maybe put me in a position to jump back here to the store and then down into the exit, hopefully with giving myself enough scrap to pick up a new weapon. Okay, there's some more, A rookie cargo ship has taken its orders a little too literally and took the most direct route to their destination, right through an asteroid field. They're confused and fire wildly as you jump in. Okay, so let's take a look. So I have a hacking system. So a hacking system lets you use a drone part to select a specific enemy system and then have an adverse effect upon it. I have 12 drone parts, and this is a bit of a risky situation with all of the weapons they have, so I'm going to send this to their weapon system, which, when I trigger it, will temporarily prevent them from being able to use their weapons. Okay, so I'm gonna do now. I mistimed. That's really unfortunate, especially because now I'm gonna take a missile shot and a flight. Okay, their weapons are offline except for that, which is a problem, but... Oh, except for the flak, and that missed, so that's fine. Okay, and their weapon system is being drained again. Okay, enough. We were told aliens were a threat to our ways, and you have proved as much. Take this and leave us in peace. 6 fuel and 6 missiles is really good. The 21 is not enough for me to get the chain laser, but I think I'm gonna accept it anyway, because that might give me what I need. The other stuff is too good. Okay, so you need to repair that. And yes, you can DDoS them. One of the nastiest things you can do is you can send hacking to their oxygen supply, which will eventually suffocate the ship. You can have a similar effect if you just target their oxygen and destroy it. Yes, that is absolutely horrifying. So what you can do is you can hack their oxygen and prevent their oxygen from refilling. You passively scan a small rock station that's next to the beacon. However, they must not appreciate your curiosity. The rock ship pulls away from the station, registering an incoming teleport signal as well. Intruders on board. That's not good. Okay, same thing. That is a big missile, so I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to do the same thing as last time. Okay, that's good. That's very good. That's very, very good. Well, I also caused a hull breach in their thing, which means that he has to repair that before he can repair his before he can repair the ship itself. So I'm going for shields next. Okay, the shields are down. This gives me a degree of impunity with targeting where I want, as long as I don't miss. Their oxygen is down too. I'm going to go for their ship, their weapons next. And the weapons are completely down. This should be okay. Okay. They seem to be willing to buy their lives. 1 fuel, 1 drone part, 18 scrap. That's not worth it. I'm gonna get more by killing them. So, sorry you guys, you gotta die. Fortunately, the last bit of scrap came and hit them. Okay. Oof, this is actually gonna be... I think this might be too tight. I actually think I don't have time to go for the store and then... Because they're gonna jump... The rebels are gonna jump here. Yeah, I can't actually get to the store to get the laser at this point. Oof, okay. Well, that's been left behind. This is still a productive sector, though. I'm happy with it. Okay, you can jump intelligent life forms on the nearby planet. Try to communicate. You land a small shell in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Try to communicate peacefully. Bring some of them on board to sell. I'm gonna try to communicate peacefully. Try to communicate in every possible way you can, but they just stand there silently judging you with their large expressionless eyes. You prepare to leave. If you get lucky, or if you have a crew member who can read minds, you can communicate with them and get a free crew member. That's pretty good. Okay, civilian sector. Not a choice, which is fine. Welcome to new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector where the pursuing rebels catch you. Okay, I am going to buy a shield upgrade and then a reactor upgrade. So I need to get every 2 levels of shield upgrade gets you another level of shielding. So that seems like a pretty good trade-off right now. Oh shit! This is an Ion Storm. I hate it. A Rebel Scout seems to be waiting for you. Okay, this is a problem. What are they sending to fight me? That is a triple laser, so I gotta go here. Okay, what? Okay, so that is not too bad. Okay, that disabled their drone. So this is a boarding drone, which is quite terrible because it causes a hole in your ship and attacks your crewmates and attacks the system it lands in. And this is, I don't know if I told you this before, Seb, this is an Ion Storm, which is an environmental danger that makes it that all ships can only use half of their power capacity, which is crippling, as you can see. Now we gotta repair this. Okay. That's troubling. Ooh, that's really troubling. Okay, so, just finish the repairs. Sorrowful. I don't want to let you die, so let's just, Oh, come on, not another fucking boarding drone. Okay, the exact same thing, you know what? Just go for it. I gotta take these weapons out. I'm not making any progress right now. Okay. Their weapons are offline. Oh, one of their weapons is offline. Unfortunately, it's not the more important one. Okay, that is the more important one offline. I gotta put pressure on them. Oh god, that's a problem. I fortunately have a lot of missiles. Okay, stop fucking missing, my dude. Okay, so my ability to dodge is now completely gone because my ship has been damaged. The piloting has been damaged. Okay, this has got to go. I fortunately have a lot of missiles. And they all fucking missed. Are you serious? Okay, that's a problem. You gotta go here. Come on, my dude. Okay. I'm hoping this is not death. Stop fucking missing, please. This is really a terrible situation to be in. Stop fucking missing, please. Please, just stop missing. not what I meant to hit. Okay, I got to go a bit on flak for a second. This is not going to go anywhere otherwise. Ugh, that is a really bruising fight. I don't like having to pre-fire these missiles before they get to the full free charge, but I'm not going to have enough, I need to be able to keep this triple laser down. Okay, that's done. Okay, let's see. It will give you some goods if you don't destroy the ship. 26, 1. I'm not going to get as much if I'm not going to... I'm going to get more if I kill him, so I'm going to kill him at this point. Oh, I'm also angry, and I know I can kill him in one more hit. So, you know what? This is what you get. Except you missed. Okay, this is what you get this time. Stop fucking missing, please. Are you serious? Okay, thank you. Jesus Christ. Okay, 49 scrap, that's good. 2 missiles, that's not good. Okay, I need to upgrade my shields and get out of here. No more ion storms, please. Okay, that's good. Unfortunately, it's another fight. Joel isn't looking for you. Perhaps it's scouting ahead, the rebel expansion, or maybe they're seeking to use this nebula for cover. Regardless, it identifies you as hostile. Okay, so I need to get my drone ready to take out their weapons. First things first, max shields, and flak. Flak is better in this case. Max evasion too, this is gonna be tight. Might be best to just flee from this, but it depends on if I can. Because they're gonna shoot and hit me, it depends on if they hit me. Okay, they missed, so there's a chance. Power from their weapons. Nope, no weapons for you. May have mistimed that. It's 2 damage. Okay, don't worry, I'll be able to hack their weapons when they get out of, I hope. Okay, that's not good. That's really not good. I need you to not fucking miss this. I have not hit them a single time. This is infuriating. This is really infuriating. The music is really good. Is there a ship still nearby? There is not. Okay, I have to fight this thing. Otherwise I'm gonna just die the next fight. You've got a 30% chance to miss. Okay, and that's not helping. Okay, I finally got the missile down. Okay, gotta revive this guy. Okay, all of their important weapons are offline. I shouldn't take any more damage, I hope. That's not good. That's gotta go down now. Okay, good. Oh god, that was risky. Of course I upgraded my shields just before I ran into something with missiles. Okay, you are finally done. I gotta get out of this nebula. This is too risky. Oh god. Okay. God. Please don't have any more missiles, my man. Okay, let's see. With the sensors down, if I do a deal time staring out the window, it is, you must admit, rather beautiful here. Okay. Out of the nebula. I can only take 3. I only have 3 hit out. Oh god. Okay. An automatic radar system stationed your small ship with high-functioning sensors is impossible to tell what's inside. Try to hack this station to prevent an alert. Let's try it. You send a drone, but the automated ship notices and turns to attack. Okay. Fortunately, they don't have anything that can pierce my shields, so it's just a matter of disrupt their mind control. I don't think they can pierce my shields. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh god. Okay, that was... I just realized I can't pierce my shield. That's a problem. Okay, their mind control is down now. Okay, well that was a terrible fumble. Okay, their weapons are offline, the important ones at least. No store nearby. Oof, this is gonna be rough. Oh, come on, stop messing. Got a quick counter that. Come on, take this out. Okay, finally. You salvage a chemical chip, investigate the station. There is a firebomb. That's not bad, I can sell it. Okay, there's no stores here, so I'm just gonna check. Sometimes there's a store at the exit. At the very least, I probably shouldn't run into a fight I can't avoid, I hope. Okay, let's see. Ooh, this is often a trap. This is often a trap. A small platform orbits nearby the space. It looks like a fueling station of some sort. It's cheerfully broadcasting reasonable prices and a spectrum of frequencies and languages. That's usually a trap. As you prepare to leave the pirate ship suddenly appears in the skies, looks like it was attempting to use this platform as bait. Fuck. Okay, this might be the end of the run. Because they have a missile weapon and they have a defense drone, so I can't get through them. This might be the end of the run, boys. Okay, quick check. They have a very small weapon. Just pump everything into evasion. Everything into evasion. I think this is the end, boys. Yeah, I think that's the end. I don't think I can get through this. Okay, get out. Store! Oh my god, there's a store! Oh boy. A transmission from the nearby planet indicates an outpost below which offers supplies to travelers. Sending down an away party to check it out. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can repair everything for 87. First things first, I gotta sell this. You don't have any good weapons, god damn it. Okay. Backup DNA bank is good, but unfortunately it's not useful. Not that good. I'm gonna fix myself up to like that good, up to green. Buy the fuel and fuck it, just buy an upgrade to the hacking because that's always really useful. You know, I'm just gonna buy repairs to everything. Yeah, more missiles. I really don't like having to fight this guy. I might just try to jump out of here. I don't know if I need to fight and kill this guy to use the exit beacon. I only need one layer of shields, honestly. Okay, can I just flee from this fight? Do I need to do this fight? Oh, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. Okay. I can just go to the next sector. I don't have to fight this guy. Okay, let's just... Slot Control Nebula. This is probably not good, but I want to see if this is something I can use. So let's do this. Yes, you know what? Just... Fuck this shit, I'm out. The only thing with a grander second nebula more dangerous is if it's also home to the slugs. This particular nebula is just that. Okay. There's a store right there, which is... Maybe they'll have something I can get, so let's just, jump to those two... Oh shit, I don't have enough. I'm running low on fuel again. You're surprised to find a ship without slug markings stranded all the way out here and move in to provide assistance. When you consider this, see the pirate insignia on your hull, you quickly reconsider. Let's just kill them. Okay. They have beam weapons which ignore evasion, so it's probably better to go for the fight. But also, this is really good music, so I'm going to be quiet for a second. You've clearly bested us. We really request our lives. That's a good freaking deal. I'll take it. Pegasus missile is not worth it. It's it fires 2 missiles that each do 2 damage, which is quite good, but, you know, okay, that's actually probably better than this, although it is 3 power, but the main thing is that I am going to jump here and then to here. Probably going to send a Pegasus missile. Count. We detected some weird radiation from a medical unit. Perhaps you should take a look. As he signs off, your system shuts off and the crew teleports aboard from a nearby station. They don't look like engineers. Continue or use my hacking system to counter the remote hacking. We're able to undo the damage on their remote hacking satellite, but it's too taking everything your hacking system has. Time to take out the enemy the old-fashioned way. Okay, well, where are the enemy? They're in the sensors. That's not the place you want to be, buddy. You know what? Let's do this. This will be fun. That'll be fine. And if he's not fine, he can just resurrect. Okay, now they're just going to slowly suffocate to death because they can't actually repair their, unit. Because this actually doesn't have a door that can repair from there. I might keep... I'm not sure if the Pegasus system is bad. I mean, I guess it's not. So I'm just gonna wait here until they suffocate to death. They're gonna be dead soon. Because their oxygen is draining and I've been doing some damage to them. I think they're gonna die. With their crew dead, you quickly shut off their hacking module and your systems return to normal. You strip the ship. Because they all died. You get more rewards if you kill them if you did kill their crew without destroying their ship. 2 fuel, 1 missile, 64 scrap. That's really good. You cautiously pull a Sug colony on a huge asteroid. As a brave person who sets foot on a Sug planet, it can take weeks to get the mucus out of your clothes, but there's business to be done. Okay, mind control, that's worth it. Drone control, that's probably worth it. I will get the mind control, though. I think that's a little more important. So first things first. Mind control upgrade is not actually useful now because I don't have sensors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get just do a power and an oxygen just in case it gets destroyed. I guess yeah, that's probably a good buffer. The slug vessel you encounter here is obviously made of big squirrels looking to test its new armaments. They picked the wrong ship to attack. I forgot to sell my stuff. Shit. Okay, good. Their missile's offline. I forgot to sell my stuff. Shit, I'll do that next time. Come on. Oh, stop missing, please. There we go. That's good. The enemy ship is powering. FTL is trying to escape. Your FTL is charging. That's a problem. Okay. We vested our lives. We accept what is in our stores in exchange for our lives. Okay. I'm going to Google it because I don't remember what this event is. There's a way around it. This is, I think, one of the ways you can unlock the, Okay, you know, I'm just gonna accept this turn and see what happens. Let them then turn around, meager amount of material. There, no, keep your word. Ugh, it's not worth it, but you know what, I'll do it. There's quite a small number of there are a number of small stations for travelers in the area, labeled up by guiding lights and advertisements. Only slug ships or docks, so you decide it's better to avoid a confrontation and steer clear. Let's go. Let's just do a circle down this way. There might be something. The nebula looks like it's recently seen two ships exchange fire, with mutually assured destructive results. Wreckage drifts by your screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants are without closer investigation. Let's take a look. The wreckage is drifting faster than it first appeared. You barely avoid being pummeled by drifting wreckage. Unable to detect anything of interest, you decide not to rig the ship and prepare to jump. That was useless. Okay, let's just get out of here. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before we have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. I'm gonna see if I can follow them, but I think you need upgraded sensors for this. Your search is hopeless. Your sensors can't pick up anything. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, the long-range beacon is hidden within this nebula. With when the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Let's just get out of here. Abandoned sector. Okay, well, we'll do that. And I'm running low on fuel again. Shit. We're actually gonna... The war tore through the civilian sector. Just recently, even the few life signs that remain have begun blinking out. Rumors suggest the Lanius are responsible. Distress signal. Let's go here. I don't have any fuel, if that's what this is about. The distress signals come from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire. Their repair crew can't approach it without being fired on. They're looking to fix or disable it. Promise to help. You consider options. Well, I don't have anything that could help, so just shoot it. You fire a few volleys from a distance, and its good defense system is no match for your weapons. However, the station does not seem happy with your solution. You salvage what you can and jump before there's trouble. Yep. Well, that was the best thing I got. Okay, time for mind control and reactor mode. I only have 2 more fuel left. This is concerning. You discover one of the rebels on Hanuma scouts. The ship's area wastes no time engaging your ship. Okay. They have a hacking module sent out. Well, that upgrade was useless. They've got a lot of stuff. I am going to, that's probably... Mind control down? That's fine. I can't mind control them, so... Okay, hacking their piloting reduces their evasion to 0, which is quite good. Especially because these auto scouts have a bajillion evasion. Okay, that's got to... Okay, good thing I upgraded the oxygen. Okay, that got down all the weapons except the one I wanted to get down. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. Okay. Everything except for the missiles are down. That's very important. Unfortunately, we're not having any important systems, but we're still doing damage. Also, listen to this movie. The ship explodes even behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 64 scrap is quite good. Well, let me check to see if there's a ship here. It's a store before I spend scrap. There is a store, so I'm gonna save the scrap. I can sell off some of these things. I want to get rid of this missile, but it's so cool. But I need to get rid of it. I need to get a better weapon. I think I'm not getting a drone system. It's a little late for it. You're out at an empty space station not abandoned due to the Lannis threat. Life signatures are detected at the spaceship you own. You spot a few crude signs stating everything must go. Charge laser. That's not very useful. Wow, I'm not getting any good offers. I think the swarm missile is probably not as useful as the Pegasus. So you can get some. Backup battery is probably good in concert with the this thing here, so I might pick that up. And I feel like I'd rather get to this level of yeah, I'd rather just upgrade my stuff. I need to get to level 4 shields. Fuck, I forgot to get fuel. I forgot to get fuel. Well, hopefully there's a way to do this. When you get to the beacon, as you quickly try to locate the source of the distress call, as you are looking, the signal blinks out. As then you notice a small fleet of scavenger ships absorbing debris from a large battle nearby. You can't help but wonder where the distress signal came from, but you decide not to risk pressuring the fleet. That was useless. Okay, well, I have just enough to get to the exit beacon, so that'll help, because you get free fuel when you get to the end. Science craft, do you have anything that can help? We use drones frequently in our work and have extra parts lying around. They transfer the parts over and you thank them for their generosity. 54 scrap, that's nothing to sneeze at. I just gotta get 20 more and I can get the last shield level. So, I'm actually not gonna have enough to go through the exit beacon, unfortunately. An image of some weak and hungry humans comes onto your screen. Those metal bastards think they can just absorb half our engines and leave us here to die. I hope you understand the need to take your ship by force. Okay, that's a problem. Fortunately, I have mind control of them, so I should be okay. Unfortunately, this means I will not have enough scrap or fuel to get through. Alright, well, this is gonna be tight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to win the final boss fight with the setup. When you discharge, you can jump to the next sector. Buy fuel for scrap? I'm just gonna buy... I guess 1 fuel for 2 scrap? I guess is the best bet. Okay, 3 for 6. Okay, that's the end, that's the final boss, so I am going to do a little bit of looking quickly. Well, that was useless, and now I have to jump here, otherwise I'm not going to have enough fuel to get out before those rebels catch up. That's really frustrating. Final battle time. Are you ready to watch me die? Alright, here we go. You arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past initial security, and an officer sets you up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you? Explain your mission." Your explanation is met with the murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Turzel of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. Explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, the rebel flagship. Tully responds, "It's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, while the other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck." Well, I think this is not going to work. So these repair stations are the only resources I'm going to get for the rest of the game, unless I find a store. This rebel base, if it spends 3 consecutive turns at this rebel flagship, if it spends 3 consecutive turns at the base, you lose. It is a horrifying 3-phase fight where you need to get through 3 full health bars, each of which has a different focus. This is probably not going to succeed. I'm going to see if I can get to these repair sectors to get some free resources and free repairs, but it's going to be tight. Probably should have spent my resources first. You receive a hail from a station orbiting near a plane. "Captain, we are Federation Terraforming Team C-12 and are in need of assistance. You have some time. Offer your assistance." "Thank you. We need to scan this planet for life before we can begin terraforming, but our sensors can't get the necessary power to scan through this atmosphere. We've got a schedule to keep. Any chance you can help? Attempt to scan." You found if you modulate the feedback signal of your sensors just the right frequency, you're able to get through the atmosphere and perform a complete scan. A complete scan of the planet reveals no life signs other than a single ship on the surface. The terraformers thank you for your help and attempt to contact the ship. Just as you're about to jump away, the ship takes off and attacks. It's a pirate. That's not good. Let's see if I can't do any mind control. Okay, that's not good. Mantis takeover, that's good. And I gotta get rid of your shields are more important. Okay, one of their weapons is down. Their big one is down. That's not good. Okay, good. 2 of their weapons are down. I gotta get some more. Oh, that's a lot of damage. You know what? That's not worth it. Come on, okay. Hey, please don't die. Oh god, I'm gonna die, I think. Okay, that's good. I took out their important weapons. Okay, unfortunately I am taking a lot of damage. Okay, this is not going well. I gotta take out their this before they can get away. Okay, and you missed. You fucking, of course you fucking did. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. God, this is pissing me off. I can't believe you missed both of those fucking missiles, dude. Come on. Okay, gotta get to that repair station if I'm gonna try to win this. Okay, investigate the battlefield, sure. Rebel reinforcements arrive and target your ship. Okay, that's a problem. I think I gotta do this, otherwise I just die. Stop fucking sending dudes in, please. I think I'm not gonna win this. I don't know if I'm gonna even get to the final boss at this rate. And you missed both of those, are you kidding me? Okay. I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, this is really unlucky. This was really unlucky. This is a really terrible enemy setup. Store. Okay, don't need the scrap recovery up anymore. Gotta repair everything. This music is really good. Yep. No, I don't have it. I can't afford it. Just shit. I'm not gonna fight you. Avoid the conflict. I just gotta heal. Heal. Okay, thank you. Resources, heal. Okay. I don't think I'm not gonna win this, my man. My dudes, I don't even have 4 shields. Oof. I think I'm not gonna do this. This is rough. Okay, base is restored in 3 turns. Here comes a fight. Here comes the final boss. This is it. Rebel flagship. If we're able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation will have a chance of surviving. There's no turning back. Immediately, folks. Please don't hit anything important. Hacking. That's okay. Actually, that's actually fine. I'm okay with that. Get out of there. I'll just get the fire drain. I think we aren't gonna girl boss gaslight our way out of this one, boys. Okay, well, I think that's the end. My evasion is dead. Yeah, I can't win this. Okay, they can't damage me anymore with their missiles. That's good. I'm not winning this fight still, but, you know. Okay, their missiles are destroyed. They can't do anything now. Never mind, they can still do something. I think I'm done, boys. That's really frustrating. GG. So, I think what I needed to do this run is I needed to get some better weapons. Oh, I think they can't damage me at this point, because they only have the ion and the beam. Never mind. I instantly died. One less explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. Well, I think that's the end of the stream, boys. Thanks for watching. That's how it usually goes. See ya. Thanks, it's Vericio. Thank you.